Siyat Shemaya, we're going to finish the Amid right now. We're going to go into this din that we started yesterday of Achin, Shutvin, Cholkin. We're going to finish the Amid, and then B'Siyat Shemaya tomorrow and Thursday we're going to do Chazara of Beis and Gimel, and we're going to do Chazara again over the high holidays. Maybe we'll figure out some sort of incentive, and B'Siyat Shemaya, hopefully Shtikl Torah. So let's go. Gimel Amid Beis, Ve'ein Ha'achin v'ashutfim cholkin bay. First word in line is ve'ein, approximately 13 lines from the bottom. The brothers and the shutfim do not divide it. What is it? Sorry, furnace in here. What is it? It is, the koguses are coming. What is it? It is this house which is less than daled by daled. So let's take this slowly. Says the Gemara, I skipped. Go higher. 3 or 4 lines higher. Yeah? House cannot be considered an Iber between two cities. That means if there's two cities, the Tchum starts from 70 and 2/3 Amos from the end of the city. So what if I have city A, I have city B, the 70 and 2/3 Amos overlap with this little house. So if this little house is called a house, you get a tremendous Tchum. Because then the Tchum is going to include the next city and it's going to go all the way 2,000 amos past that city. If this little house is not part of your city, then the Tchum starts right there. So we said that this little house is not part. Einois and Iber ben Shnei Yaros. Says the Gemara, 1 second, we know that Borganim, we know that little watch huts are considered extensions of the city. So why is this house not? And we saw this yesterday. My time of Borganim Chazil Mosayu, Bahai Loi Chazil Mosayu. The Borganim, a watchman hut, is fit for its usage, whereas this little house is not fit for its usage. And we continue. The brothers and the partners do not divide this small house. So what exactly that means? It didn't divide. We started yesterday, but now we'll get more clarity on this. Says the Gemara. Taima, it sounds like the last Meidalad Amos. Why do brothers not divide it? Why do partners not divide it? Because it's not 4 Amos. Ha is Meidalad Amos, the obvious diak. If it is 4 Amos, then what's the halacha? Chalkin, you would divide it. Very simple. So it sounds like if I have a house which is 4x4 and someone is nifter, his 2 children, this would be a house that they would split up. Asks the Gemara, V'hatinan, we're 10 lines to the bottom of Gimel and base. First word on line is V'hatinan. We learned in the Mishnah, Ein cholkin es ha-chatzir. You cannot divide the chatzir ad until Shehei ba, there is in the chatzir, Arba amos lozeh, V'arba amos lozeh, 8 amos. So ask the Gemara, we just were medayik that if it's 4 amos, then we do split it up. But when it comes to a chatzir, we only split it up if what? It's 8 amos. Says the Gemara, you're right. Elaima, you know what the Brisa meant? That if it's less than 4x4, ein boy din chaluka bechatzir or kichatzir, it's different gear size. Doesn't have the din of chalukah. Now, what does it mean, the din of chalukah? Let's see, the Gemara explains. So again, we're retranslating that if there's a house that's less than 4x4, it doesn't get the din of chalukah. Now, what is the din of chalukah? Explains the Gemara. Da'amar Rav Huna, explains Rav Huna, chatzir lefi pischeho mischalekes. A chatzir is split up according to its psachim, its openings. What does that mean? That means, let's say I have a large chatzir, and there are 4 houses in that chatzir. How do I split up the chatzir? Each person house gets a portion. So if it's 4 people, 25% each. Let's say one person has 3 and one has 1, 75-25. What if the one that has 1 is a large house? The one that has 3 is a smaller houses. According to Rav Huna, doesn't make a difference. It goes by the psachim. It goes by the openings. I have a door, I get a portion. If I have 3 small houses, I get 3/4. So the guy with 3 small houses would get a larger chatzir than the guy with 1 house. Why? Because it goes by the psachim, it goes by the openings. That's the din, says Rav Huna. So when Rav Huna says we have someone who's nifter, and he leaves over a chatzir to his 2 children, and one child has 3 small summer houses in that area, and one has a massive mansion, says Rav Huna, the one with the 3 small houses gets 75% of the chutzner. The one with the 1 house gets 25%. Why? It goes by the psachim, it goes by the openings. What does this have to do with us? We're going to come back around in a moment. Rav Chisda Amar, says Rav Chisda, no. There's a different way of dividing. Noisein l'chol Pesach u Pesach arba amos. Every Pesach gets 4 amos. In front of every person, you get 4 amos. Vehashar, and the remainder, cholkin oisai bishave. So according to Rav Chisda, it's a completely different division. If I have 3 small houses, I get 4 amos chunks in front of each house. You get the 1 4 amma chunk, and then the rest we split up equally. That's a machlekes Rav Huna and Rav Chisda. What does that have to do with us? Dahani mili. That din of chalukah only applies by a bayis, by a house. Why? Because it's going to stand, it's going to last, and therefore yavina lechatzer. You have a house, so you're going to get a part of the chatzer. How much? Rav Huna says each house gets its own portion. Rav Chisda says each door gets its own portion. Hi. But in our case, what's our case? A house which is less than 4x4, it's going to be destroyed. Lo yavina lechatzer. You don't get the chatzer. So the din that we learned in the Brisa, you don't get the chatzer. What does it mean you don't get the din chalukah? Which means, if I have 3 small summer houses, but one of them is less than 4x4, according to Rav Huna, I don't get anything for that. According to Rav Chisda, I don't get Dalet Amos for that. Why? Because it's not going to last. The whole din of chalukah of the chatzer is in relation to how much you have. That's how much you're going to get. So when the Brisa said, Ein by din chalukah, what it meant was, if it's less than 4x4, you either don't get, and according to Rav Huna, you don't get a portion. According to Rav Chisda, you don't get the Dalid Amos. That's the end of the Gemara. Let's read that last shtickle one more time. It's a little bit.
Split it over there with less than 4x4. So what?
That's nothing. That's as if it's non-existent. So let's say there's 5 houses. Yeah, let's say there's 5 houses, and there's a mansion, and 3 small houses, and 1 teeny little house. This house gets no part in the chutzner. That's the din that we're learning. Why? Because it's not going to stand. A house like that is going to be destroyed. So according to Rav Huna, that means you don't get anything. You don't get. It's not called a portion. According to Rav Chisda, you don't even get the 4 amos in front of it. Let's read this one more time. Again, we're 12 lines to the bottom. The brothers and the shutfin do not divide this small house, which is less than 4x4. Says the Gemara. What's the reason you don't split it up? Because it's not 4 amos. But if it was 4 amos, then you do split it up. Asks the Gemara. But we learned in the Mishnah. You can't split up the chutzner until there's 4 amos to each person. So it has to be 8 amos. And we said, seemingly, it has to only be 4 amos. Says the Gemara Nubshat. You know what the Brisa meant? That a small house which is less than 4x4, ein boy din chalukah bechatz. There's no din of chalukah. What does it mean there's no din of chalukah? De'amar Rav Huna said, when we have a bunch of houses and there's one chatzah that we have to divide, how do we divide it? Rav Huna says, chatzah lefi psachah mischalekes. Every door opening, every house gets its own portion. So if I have 3 little houses and you have 1 big, I get 75% because I have 3 doors. Rav Chisda Amar, no. Every doorway gets 4 amos right in front. That's the area you need. Vashar and the rest of the chutzner. But that is all only dani mili by a bias. Some have a koi. It's going to last. So you get a chutzner. What does it mean you get a chutzner? According to Rav Huna, you get a full portion. According to Rav Chisda, you get Daled Amos. Hi, but this small house, it's going to be destroyed. Loi yavinan le chutzner. They do not get a chutzner at all. And that was the din that we learned. Okay, we're now going to start the Chazara right now. Let's just go. Let's just do it. We have 3 minutes. The plan is, again, we're going to chazer now, Beis and Gimel. Some people are thinking, come on, Beis, we did Beis 100 times. Great. So Shaka V'Tarya. That we're working on some sort of incentive. Hopefully we'll send it out. I think the incentive is going to be whoever does Shakavatari. I think we're going to give $50 per blot Shakavatari. So it's $100. You do Beis and Gimel. Why not? A stick extra $100 never hurt anyone. Why not? Extra. What could $100 get you? Not much these days. Not much these days. There you go. There you go. Yeah, extra lunch money. There you go. Yeah, extra bagel and cream cheese l'chayra these days. There you go. Anyways, l'chayra, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait. We're gonna send it out tomorrow, Mr. Hashem. But for now, the ikr is gonna be the chazer. So the goal would be the chazer Beis and Gimel, a few times over Yantif, but not just chazer, but to know it, and that's why we say shakla v'tarya. Let's begin. And Shashi, yes, this is the first step to knowing the whole Masechta Shakla v'tarya. You got to start somewhere. So let's start with Beis and Gimel. Let's go back. We have 2 minutes. Let's go back to Daf Beis. What do you say?
And then $50 for each page then.
There you go. I like that. Okay.
It's still cheap,
and then when you hit the end, that's when you get the guitar Yisrael. There you go. B'siyata d'shmaya. We're going to work out the details, but let's learn. Let's start the Chazara. It's 8:13. We have 2 minutes. Let's begin the Chazara back from Daf Beis. Again, tonight and tomorrow, we're going to try to Chazar as much as we can, and then over Yantif, everyone hopefully will do it a few more times, and Halavai will reconvene on what's Monday? Sorry, Monday same Gedalia, but maybe Monday we'll do a final Chazara. Chveis, we'll figure it out. Okay, Sukkah. Let's it's a new year, as they say. You can't plan for a new year. Rosh Hashanah, the whole world could change. The whole world does change, right? So, Shashi, what are you saying? You're saying we should do Mila b'Mila, not Shakavatariya?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay. That's already a Chassidish Amaisa to know the whole thing Mila b'Mila. Shashi Gavaya l'Malam Yasir Din number 1 of the Masechta of the Mishnah. Sukkah, we just told in 20 Amos Psula. Rav Yudah Machsh. V'shein Gavaya Asar Tvachim. V'shein Lo Shal Tavanos. V'shechamaz Misilasa Psula. Says the Gemara Tanan also. We start off with the comparison between Sukkah and Eruvin. Ma v'shein Gavaya Me'eser Mami Yemayit. V'du Amin Asarich. Asks the Gemara Ma'ishna Gabi Sukkah De'tani Psula. Ma'ishna Gabi Mavoy De'tani Takanta. Answers the Gemara. Sukkah deraisa tani b'sula mavi derabbanan tani takanta. Don't worry, Mir Hashem. There should be Ma'iriv. You're number 7. Sukkah deraisa tani b'sula mavi derabbanan tani takanta. Teretz number 2. V'yivay semi deraisa nami tani takanta. Miu sukkah den afisha mili. There's many things in the Mishnah. There's 3 walls. There's the din of the shade. There's the din of the height. So we know pasuk v'tani b'sula. We always like to teach clear, straight to the point. Mavi delay mafish mili tani takanta. So we begin. And the first half, what do we have? We have a din in the Mishnah, size of the sukkah, 20 machlekes of Yud and the Chachamim. We have the 3 basic qualifications of a sukkah, 3 walls, shade, and 20 amais. And then the Gemara begins and says, why by here do we say the dinim? Why by Eruvin do we say to lower it? We say how to fix it. And we have 2 terutzim, either because deraisa derabanan, or because by sukkah, it's not that many dinim, gevaldik. We all know what's coming next. We'll speak about it outside. The Gemara now is going to ask Minahani Mili. And the Gemara is going to give 3 sources. The truth is, Daf Beis is a beautiful daf to do Shakavatariya. So the Gemara gives 3 sources. And then those 3 sources really accompany us for the whole Beizam and Beis, in which the Gemara then goes and brings the 3 different prices and asks who they're according to. And Mir Hashem, we'll pick it up from here tomorrow. Shkoyah.